Oh, the great. And I certainly want to thank him for plugging me into some primetime hours for a change. WLS gives away money. So far, we have given away over $217,000 in the WLS Secret Serial Number Contest. People like Kevin O'Connor of Holland, Michigan, picked up $1,089 earlier today. You're advertising your ability to astral project now. You can see me.
That's how it was. There was a kid at the door who wanted to trick-or-treat, and I saw him, and I heard you. And
With a long-distance dedication coming up. All right, it's 4:57 in Chicago. A very special guest joining us this afternoon, all the way from Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles?
Exactly. I think you're saying it the way I'd like to say it, Michael.
Casey, what an honor that you would take time out of your busy day.
Oh, not at all.
Out in California to call me all the way here in Chicago, Illinois.
Mike, let me tell you this.
Hey, I got to tell you, my head is swollen.
All the airtime I could get, that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Because lately, I'm just not on as much as I'd like to be, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Yeah.
All right, so we have an LDD tonight. As a matter of fact, the sun's setting, if it's not already down. And, of course, when the sun goes down at this late hour, or I should say this early hour now in Chicago, WLS starts broadcasting around the world. And so no reason why we can't throw in a long-distance dedication. Chances are they're listening.
Well, thank you, Michael. We've got a great one for you.
All right, for Halloween, Casey, you're on.
Today's letter reads, Dear Casey, the long-distance romance is bittersweet, but I'm sure you know that being the master of long-distance dedications. You know, this love affair is somewhat unique. Let me explain. My girl and I have known each other for 7 years, and yet we've only held hands and kissed on one occasion. Maybe that's not unusual, but the fact that we've only seen each other 7 times is somewhat shocking. I miss not being with my honey bunny. So, Casey, would you play none other than The Day Full of Five? And I don't know if I can say it, Mike.
I fought the law.
I fought the law. This is from Bobo in Louisville, Penitentiary, Joe, the Machine Gun Martha, in solitary confinement again at Sing Sing. Here's your long-distance dedication on AM 89 WLS.
AM 89 WLS, Shelley Fabre from 1962 for Johnny. Speaking of Johnny, he'll be here in just a couple of minutes, a.k.a. Casey Kasem Milligan with tonight's long-distance dedication. WLS has already given away $217.
Election Committee Fund.
You believe? AM 89 WLS. It's 4:56 in Chicago. Out to Los Angeles, California we go now. And the beloved one.
Oh, thank you, Michael. I can't believe you're saying that. I'm really feeling very nice when you say things like that.
Casey Kasem Milligan on the phone, and hey, is Jean standing by? Or are you standing by Jean?
I'm standing below her, as per usual. She kind of towers over me, and you know how I enjoy that. So I kind of look right up into her, you know. By the way,
yes, sir.
I meant to tell you, I just feel a little bit uncomfortable because it's your show and not mine. And let me do something real quick just to make myself feel better, if you don't mind.
Well, I'll tell you what, then we should all feel uncomfortable because this ain't my show either. It's John Landecker's.
Sure enough, you got me. Let me do something.
All right.
And now, back to more 1840. Okay, I feel a lot better.
All right. Tonight's LDD. And again, Casey, just so you know, when the sun goes down in Chicago now, the signal starts booming to most of the United States of America and 7 foreign countries.
And, of course, when the lights go down on the city, the sun shines over the bay.
Jesus. All right, what do you got for me?
It's a killer again. Today's letter reads, Dear Casey, there's nothing I enjoy better than hearing you on 1840. And you know, Mike, as soon as I heard this one, it touched my heart. You know, I had to read it. And I think you know why. In any case, he goes on to say, my wife and I have had 9 blissful years of marriage, but recently my wife caught me cheating on her. You know, she says, it's over. I told her that bimbo I had the fling with means nothing, and there's no reason to try to get the house and car for me. You know, I love her quite a bit, I think. So, Casey, help us get back together by playing Breaking Up is Hard to Do by Neil Sedaka. From Pete in Detroit to his wife in Kalamazoo, here's that long-distance dedication on AM 89 WLS.
Les Grobstein with the latest on Coach Mike Ditka coming up in just a little bit. 4:57 in Chicago. Out to Los Angeles, California we go. How you doing, sir?
Oh, hi, Mike. How are you?
We're wrapped up in Jean again, were we?
Just a little bit. Her and I, snuggly buddies, you know. Kind of just enjoy the moment before I went out with you.
Casey, you have such a way with words.
I can't help it. That's my job. And I think you know that.
All right, long-distance dedication time with Kasem Milligan out in Los Angeles, California. You got something special tonight?
You know, I do, Mike. You were talking about Gene, and we want to have you over for dinner. That's real important on our menu, so to speak.
Fine, you going to pay the airfare, too?
No problem whatsoever. I appreciate being out of the show, and we'll love to have you over as a guest. But, you know, thank God my lovely wife, Jean, and I have such a close-knit relationship. Unfortunately, today's letter is not that way. I don't mean to bum you out, but today's letter reads, Dear Casey, I don't ever miss American Top 40. I enjoy it so much. Obviously, Mike, this is an older letter, but I won't regress. The letter goes on to say, Casey, it sounds so wonderful, rather. My husband is in radio also, and that seems to keep us apart. He's very caught up in his work, and he really does not know me at all. You know, I want more from our relationship. So, Casey, would you play Barry Manilow's Trying to Get the Feeling Again? From Gene in L.A. to Casey in L.A. Hey, this is my wife. Well, here's that short-distance dedication on AM 89 WLS. Gee, I'm really upset about this. I got to go, Mike. I'm going to talk to my wife about this. You know what I mean?
Distance dedication right after this. All right, 4:57 in Chicago, out to Los Angeles, California we go.
Gene, get off my back. I've got work to do.
Casey.
Just leave me alone.
Kate, we're on the air.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry.
Little domestic squabble going on out there?
Oh, not at all, Michael. Me and Honey Bunny, never. We get along just like bread and butter. Yeah. You know that as well as I do.
Mm-hmm.
When are we having you over again?
Well, I told you, I'm ready anytime. I'll pack my bags.
All right.
You send me the ticket, I'm on my way.
No problem. We'll figure something out.
All right, you're on.
Well, Michael, today's letter reads, Dear Casey, 1840 was great, and I miss it. But your new spot with Mike McDonald is even better. The letter goes on to say, I went through a horrible mishap that someone helped me through. I want to let that person know how much it meant to me, how much I care. The mishap I'm talking about was that my hair caught on fire, and my friend was there at all times. So, Casey, play my song. I just can't stop loving you. This is from...
AM 89 WLS, how do they do it, huh? Fleetwood Mac, I Want to Be With You Everywhere, 449 in Chicago. They, by the way, are working on a new album, and Stevie Nicks has a new solo project in the works. Should be out in record stores sometime next year. Hi there.
Right.
Are you have an emergency message for Don and Roma, or, well, more specifically, just Don?
Well, certainly Don. I can't predict what he's going to do, but he was talking about checking out today with a couple of them.
All right, bye-bye. All right, WLS gives away money. And how much? Well, Donna, the prima donna of Griffith, Indiana, found out just how easily we give away the money, $1,267 today, after she correctly identified the WLS secret serial number. And we've got another $1,000 to give away with a brand new number coming up after 5 o'clock today.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
And the face recognized by millions around the world. Let's see, how else can I swell up your head?
I don't know, but keep going. I'm enjoying it tremendously.
All right, out to Los Angeles, California, with this afternoon's long-distance dedication now that the sun has gone down. Of course, we haven't really seen much of it here in Chicago today anyway, Casey.
No, it's been just an awful day. isn't it?
We got pounded. I mean, it was thunder and lightning this morning at like 6:30, and continued through most of the morning.
And I don't want to rub it in your nose, but it's been gorgeous here. Plenty of sunshine and no rain.
How would you know? Haven't you been inside with Gene all day?
No. I've been elsewhere. Gene and I just aren't seeing eye to eye lately, although we never really do. But, in this case, we're not seeing eye to eye at anything.
Well, maybe you can get out there this weekend and plant your love garden together.
I hope so. I don't know. She's just going through a time of her life, I think, and maybe that's what we need, just some time together. We've never done that. Maybe this is a good thing to do.
All right, so what do you got for me today?
Well, today's letter reads, Dear Casey, first of all, I think you're the best. I wish they'd give you a slot on WLS. Isn't that nice, Michael? I can't do this, Mike. I'm making this part of the letter up. I'm just getting desperate. I want more work.
Did your ego need a stroking?
I don't know. I'm just depressed, Mike. Ever since I lost 1840, I'm depressed. Let me go on, though. I don't mean to regress.
Maybe we can slot you in on the overnight thing.
Oh, Mike, I would love to do that. I'm really a desperate man. But let me go on. The letter goes on. The real letter goes on to say, now I lost my place. People just don't understand me ever since I got caught up in this relationship I'm in now. I can't help it that I love to love, and I love to love a lot. It's not my fault. I've got a lot of love to give, and I enjoy giving pleasure. Some people say it's infatuation. I've decided to terminate the relationship because maybe I am hurting more than helping in this particular relationship. So please play Climax Blues Band so they know that I love them. It's called, of course, I Love You. It's from John in Westchester to Jill and Barb, the twin stewardesses, somewhere in the air. Here's your long-distance dedication on AM 89 WLS.